Okay, this chapter is about clasping a rock versus, well, it's somewhat like a root over rock, or sometimes there's another technique that's very similar that they call Tanuki. And that Tanuki, they use the dead wood or piece of wood, and then they try to make the tree grow on it so that it looks like it's part of the tree. Versus this one, we use the rock to look like the trunk. Of course, I'm in the business of selling, so I've had some good ones in the past that's gone now. And this is only a mediocre example of what I wanted to show you, but I realized that I didn't have any more, so I might need to make more than that. Okay, this is not truly clasping. This is half root over rock. This part here is like that, and then it goes up, and the goal is to let this stay close enough to the rock that it becomes one. A lot of times I like to go around one more time, but this one didn't allow for that. So what it starts to look like in another 2 to 3 years, that this olive has this massive trunk. So that, yeah, you're trying to trick people visually into thinking that it has a massive trunk when the trunk itself is very thin yet. And that's sort of the basic concept of the clasping. And that's basically what they try to do with the Tanuki style. Well, Tanuki is a mythical animal that the Japanese have, and I guess they're known to trick people. So that's where they came up with this concept of Tanuki. And I'm not even sure if that's being used in Japan, but I know it's being used in this country as that style. But I've had one, and I tried it, and I got it looking good, except at the base, when it was constantly wet, it rotted out. So I decided doing the same idea with a rock makes more sense. So as this matures, and this is half root over rock, and then this is the clasping part. So anyway, this is going to be a very short chapter because I don't have a lot of great examples. But what you need is a relatively skinny, tall rock, right? And then take this and wrap it around. Oh, the one great one that I had one that was, the rock was massive at a base like that, right? And then I took the ivy and went around it and put a little apex on top. And it looked like a very massive ivy because of the big rock. And of course, being in the business, I sold it. And so anyway, sorry that I didn't have great examples, but it's not one of those type that people are constantly asking for. I don't think a lot of people even know this style exists. So anyway, I'm going to cut this one short and say I'm going to move on with the rock planting series.